Good morning. Welcome to a morning review. This is Kim Watson speaking on Thursday, the 26th of May. So, looking at the euro dollar first, and as we can see, yesterday it did manage to put in a reversal bar into the monthly S2, currently pushing up into a nice pattern which could push on a little bit more. However, that said, as soon as you look at the 4-hour chart to the right hand side here, you see that we're sticking in a bit of a shooting star, which is not the most bullish of movements at all. So depending how we finish this bar, it could be seen as bearish. Looking at the 60-minute chart, well, we've had quite a sweep up during the Asian session here. It's already pushed up through its what's called a daily pivot, the R1, R2 already. It's really whether or not it actually breaks these levels and pushes back towards maybe the 21. If this does, I mean, it's looking like a pivot swing as well, which could be a bit bearish. So break of the low of the current bar, this 8 moving average, may see it running down further. Okay, let's have a look at the pound dollar. And the pound dollar is pushing up for near-term highs now, and there's a possibility, well, this daily 200 could be an easy target. Looks pretty good with the double top for some resistance at that point as well. So the 148 area, well, 147.77 actually to be precise, could provide us some resistance here. I'm just looking across this area, and well, side of that is not a lot else. Just going back a little bit to a weekly chart just to see what else we had, anything significant around these sort of levels, and not really. So we're pretty clear to the upside for a continued push there at the moment. Short term, well, once again we haven't yet come back and caught the daily pivot. Again, we've got the potential support of the 60-21s. It's sort of sitting below us there. A break of those, well, this time may well see us catch the daily pivot, which may just provide us a bounce opportunity. At the moment, is say looking relatively bullish there. Dollar yen. Okay, so it's moved to the south side, has been stalled once again, and it's getting once again into a bit of a choppy area, just when I thought I might be able to trade this soon. It stopped its trend, well, so it's temporarily stopped its trend going on from here, but I still like the potential for the upside at some point. But again, as with the euro, it's hit at least 2 of the sort of key daily pivots there at the moment, and it's, well, 3 daily pivots. It's hit a pivot, in this case the S1 and the S2, as opposed to the R1, R2. Never my favourite morning when we've woken up to find a huge, relatively huge daily move. I mean, in fact, that daily move that we saw on the 1 o'clock candle was bigger than the whole of yesterday's price action. So not much for me to be doing there. Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar, it looks like it might be, well, trying to grind out some sort of bottom. It's a difficult one here in terms of its shape and whatever else. My preference is mainly with this trend to the downside at the moment, but it's trying to put higher lows in. You see it clearer on the 60 minutes here. Put this low in here, not as obviously a higher low, but hasn't yet managed to confirm that by breaking the prior high. So it double topped here. This could be it for some more chop, and you see yesterday just a choppy market. Not for me to be trading. It's already an unusual thing here, as we've seen the S1 hit and the R1 hit on the daily pivot already. So it takes it out of my trading, off my trading radar for today, at least for now. Unless we see some decent movement, I think there might be other currencies with better moves. Talking of which, let's look at the dollar CAD, and well, we've seen a bit more of a correction here. We talked about the divergency sort of move that's running across the highs here, and it's selling off. Well, it's just really continued that sell-off yesterday, sold off for most of the day. Seeing a bit of a continuation at the moment. The obvious answer is the price of oil's been running up towards $50. It's at 49.85 at the moment. Back to the $50 sort of area. Now, unlike some of the others, we haven't hit the daily pivot. So if there was any sort of correction at the $50 mark exactly, in fact, let's just look at oil. If it was to run into this resistance at $50 of the R1s up there, it could, the monthly R1 and the daily R1, that could see a bit of a change of shape in the Canadian dollar, and it's of course it's a key number of $50. So we'll see how it reacts. Untouched pivot, so there is the possibility it could come back, but again, it's already hit its S1. Maybe we could just see a continuation if oil carries on pushing through. Okay, not a lot to talk about today in real terms. We have got the second estimate of the GDP at 9:30, which second estimates tend to give us little in the way of significant movement. Moving on from that, there's quite a lot of numbers that sit around with the GDP figure that people will be looking at, but overall, as I say, second guess. It's not normally a big mover. Then 1:30, well actually at 11:10 we got a Fed speaker. He's due to speak in Singapore. It's Bullard. He's one of the key speakers. So we could see something about just after 11 when he starts speaking. And then later at 1:30, we've got the core durable goods and unemployment claims coming out. The unemployment claims is a little bit less important at this time of the month for this one, but the core durable goods, we do sometimes get a decent kicker around that. A bit unreliable in terms of its size or anything, but it does often occur. So that's pretty much it for today. Just checking my other news service, make sure I haven't missed anything. Got Bullard, got durable goods, got everything there. And finally at 7 o'clock this evening, Charlie Burton. Look at that. He's presenting his results of the 10 to 100k challenge, third year in, isn't it? So I look forward to seeing you there. Otherwise, all the best. Have a great day. Bye for now.